The following is a buried alive match, and it is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Death Valley, weighing in at 299 pounds, The Undertaker!
Ladies and gentlemen, as The Undertaker glances over at the burial site, the Phenom knows very well what it takes to participate in this type of matchup. In all the years of World Wrestling Entertainment, there have only been 4 previous buried alive matches. And this man, The Undertaker, has competed in every single one.
What an eerie sight with that grave, that plot looming.
Ladies and gentlemen, one has to wonder if for The Undertaker that burial site, that grave, represents perhaps the final resting place of maybe his career here tonight. Because what we've seen transpire in recent months and weeks, Kane has completely dominated his brother, The Undertaker, at each and every turn. And now with Paul Bearer at Kane's side, how can he be stopped? The master of mind games, of psychological warfare, The Undertaker, in a battle tonight that is so barbaric and horrific, it is as tough on you psychologically as it is physically.
With All Hallows Eve upon us, this mausoleum of horrors is about to come to life.
Being accompanied to the ring by Paul Bearer, he weighs in at 323 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, and Undertaker wasting little time starting this matchup as he goes right after his brother Kane, and the Phenom striking as this match is underway. Remember the rules, no pinfalls, submissions, disqualifications. It's all about burying your opponent alive.
You're right. Much of this match may not take place inside the ring. Who knows?
We went off the air on Sci-Fi this past Friday. The Undertaker appeared seemingly from the netherworld and engulfed Kane, reaping the champion's soul and pulling Kane into a dark, mysterious hole under the sacred ground of the ring.
Watch out here.
And quickly, The Undertaker on the attack. And I think The Undertaker understands, he realizes, as he glances back at the turncoat, Paul Bearer. Undertaker realizes maybe he has to put Kane away early. Kane has dominated this rivalry with his brother.
Well, maybe if he can't put him away, at get and maintain the upper hand until he can get him back to that mound of cold dirt.
What lengths will they go? Which brother is more maniacal? How will they incapacitate the other enough to bury them alive?
Yeah, what will that take? You're right.
Problem is, if you incapacitate your opponent here at the ring, then you've got to drag that 300 carcass up the ramp and into the grave site. And for the first time in this matchup, it is moved to the ring. And Undertaker again, not allowing Kane to muster any offense. And again, it's been frightening, Matt, how much Kane has dominated his brother, The Undertaker, here during this rivalry the past number of months. Oh, and Kane with a big right hand, stunning The Undertaker. And Kane now on the attack.
He's truly like a monster. I mean, he can just take so much punishment, so much abuse, but still somehow methodically come back.
Well, Undertaker coming back as well. This fight breaking out into the middle of the WWE Universe here at the Target Center in Minneapolis. Kane is retreating. Stumbling away from The Undertaker.
Undertaker out on the trail of Kane. All over. Where's Paul Bearer? You got to always be cognizant of where evil Paul Bearer is.
Just a vicious assault here by Undertaker on his own brother.
This is 13 years of jealousy, 13 years of sin, 13 years of betrayal, all coming to a head tonight.
Remember, it was the plan that was hatched by Kane back on Memorial Day, where he took out The Undertaker, left him in a comatose state. We found out months later that it was indeed Kane who was behind the attack.
This has been the ultimate evil sibling rivalry. Wow, what a shot. Oh, man. Massive uppercut.
And again, Kane has not been able to get rolling at all in the early part of this matchup.
You could just sense it that these two literally want to destroy each other.
Now think of what you must do to another mortal man in order to render him incapacitated.
Yeah, but then you got to do it to your own brother, Matt.
Look out.
That's the problem in this whole thing. Oh, look out.
Watch it. Undertaker. Undertaker just filling the ring with these steel chairs. You know he's got some evil intentions.
And look at Undertaker. Oh! Weakening his brother, the Phenom.
Watch it here.
Kane in a position that he knows very well what is to follow here. The Undertaker. That is vintage Undertaker. 300 pounds across the throat of his brother.
But you can see Undertaker as well feeling the effects of all the abuse that he suffered at the hands of his brother Kane. Wait a minute.
And King, keep in mind, it's not just the abuse in this match tonight. It's the abuse that Kane has put The Undertaker through for months and months now. Inside Hell in a Cell, at Night of Champions, the attack on Memorial Weekend.
Why are you guys so quick to get up and run? Scared of something?
Yeah, I don't want to be anywhere near either of these guys.
You got that right.
And Kane, realizing the danger he was in, again retreating. Kane has been backpedaling, he's been running away, he's been retreating from The Undertaker since the start of this matchup. Kane knows The Undertaker better than anyone. He knows the evil that this man is capable of.
And that was right in the mush, right in the nose and mouth.
I don't know if it's been mentioned, but let's not lose sight of the fact that the Holy Grail, the world's heavyweight Heavyweight Championship is at stake amidst all of this volatility.
But again, the only way you win the championship is you actually have to bury your opponent alive.
You know what? You're right, Matt. That's almost it's unthinkable, but the World Championship is almost an afterthought in what is at stake between these two.
And again, Undertaker has been relentless and the best pure striker in the history of WWE, unloading on his brother. Almost like Undertaker is stalking Kane, making him think about everything, the ultimate in mind games.
These two right in the midst of the WWE Universe.
And again, this type of matchup, there really is nowhere to run. Every part of this arena is dangerous.
I don't think either one of these, start to say human beings, I don't think either one of these monsters would mind using anything at their disposal. Look at the steel chairs already in the ring.
Well, Kane, I think, is reading your mind, Kane, because look at this. Kane with a steel chair. And this may be the opening that Kane needed.
Now we're going to see some urgency from the world's heavyweight champion.
And even more importantly, perhaps, this buys Kane a little bit of time to try to recoup from what has been a relentless assault.
Look out.
Hellacious onslaught is what it's going to take to keep the dead man down.
And for Kane, think about the importance of tonight. An opportunity to bury the years of frustrations of living in his brother's shadow.
Well, that's what Kane's looking to bury. It's the legacy. It's the shadow of his brother.
It's about becoming the dominant brother.
That sick smile on the face of Paul Bearer. Sinister Paul Bearer.
We thought Paul Bearer returned to aid the Undertaker, but it was a plan he hatched with Kane.
Imagine the force, the sinister
look at
dwelling
this.
inside of Kane.
Going for a choke slam here to the Undertaker. And he delivers. But the problem here, guys, is they are a long way away from the burial site, from the grave.
I don't think Kane is above dragging the Undertaker's carcass to the dirt.
Well, remember, you've got to incapacitate your opponent. Kane realizes one choke slam is not going to do that to the Undertaker.
Face.
It's years of pain and angst and jealousy and torment.
Yeah, envy seeping from the pores of Kane. And going for it again, Undertaker in trouble, a second choke slam. And now the task for Kane will be to somehow drag the 300-pound body of the Undertaker up the ramp and to the burial site.
Oh, no.
This is great strategy by Kane. Continue to mount offense. Continue to take out your opponent as you're making your way to the gravesite.
Look at this. Kane almost carrying the Undertaker with ease. How strong is this monster?
Kane looking to wash away the years of... The Undertaker not going to allow it to happen. Too much pride in that man.
That's what Kane said was the Undertaker's downfall, his pride.
I've always thought of it the other way, Matt. It's the reason he's been around for 20 years. The reason he's 18-0 at WrestleMania. It's because of the Undertaker's pride.
This ultimately is pride versus envy, brother versus brother.
How much more can these take?
The emotional toll it must take to deliver this to your own brother. problems they've had with their blood.
Yes, but the same poison flows through the blood of both of these brothers.
You see the grave site. He's in the background there. One of these men will be buried alive.
Physical eulogy being delivered right now by the Minister of Darkness, The Undertaker.
Kane retreating, and ironically retreating up that mound
I don't
of
think you want to
dirt.
go that way.
Perhaps luring The Undertaker.
Kane trying to scramble away, but I don't think that's where he wants to be. And Undertaker realizes the end may be near.
Kane right on the brink of that 6-foot deep grave.
It may be time for Kane's last rites. And Kane.
Through dirt in The Undertaker's eyes. The symbolism alone speaks volumes.
Now Kane somehow needs to drag The Undertaker into
he's
the
almost
grave.
there.
Yeah, he's got to get The Undertaker in the grave, then he's got to cover him with that dirt. He really has to bury The Undertaker alive.
Oh!
Undertaker!
Whoa!
Look at this! Going for the Hell's Gate submission! The Hell's Gate!
That submission will cause Kane to pass out. A perfect plan by The Undertaker.
Undertaker looking for his opening, he found it! The Hell's
Kane.
Gate locked in!
Kane's clawing, grasping, scratching, tapping, but that will not do it here tonight.
Yeah, no
That does not end
submissions.
this match.
You gotta
Kane is fading.
Look at Undertaker's got it locked in. Kane nearly lifeless.
Kane's out. I think Kane is out.
Look at The Undertaker's face.
Look at Kane's face. Kane is out at the hands of Hell's Gate. The Undertaker looking to bury his brother, looking to win the World Heavyweight Championship.
Look behind The Undertaker. Paul Bearer. What's he trying to help rejuvenate Kane?
I don't think it's going to matter. It's not going to matter, I don't think, because Kane is being rolled into the grave. He's out cold. Undertaker closing in on the World Championship.
Undertaker now has to bury Kane.
As Matt mentioned, The Undertaker has to shovel dirt completely on the body of Kane. Must bury him alive to end this match. And think about the hell that Paul Bearer has put The Undertaker through.
The betrayal.
Paul Bearer begging for his evil soul. And I think you'll find no mercy from The Undertaker. He's going to put Paul Bearer in as well. or what?
Exactly where that wound belongs.
Oh.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Undertaker looking to... Oh, what the... Who?
Nexus.
Nexus? What the... Barrett and Slater and Otunga and Gabriel.
But The Undertaker fighting him off.
He has to fight him off. There are no disqualifications.
That shovel, Undertaker. Ow!
Undertaker looking from behind, Slater. Slater from behind. And now the pack of feral dogs. The numbers game catching up to The Undertaker. But why?
I don't understand this.
Hey, look at Kane, look at Kane. Kane is revived.
Resurrected is the world's heavyweight champion.
He's crawled completely back out of that grave.
Undertaker trying to fight back with everything he has, but the Nexus, a 4-on-1 pummeling.
Maggots eating away at the corpse of The Undertaker. The Nexus have taken over.
Get why the Nexus
Hey, look
has
at
come
Kane.
in.
Kane with the urn. Kane with the urn. Oh my God. Oh my God.
One shot from that metal urn.
Everything The represents is now 6 feet under.
Undertaker, he's got to be knocked unconscious. And look at Nexus.
What are they doing?
Nexus is burying the Undertaker.
Like minions at a grave site.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
Oh my God!
Here is your winner and still the World Heavyweight Champion, Kane!
He just had that entire bulldozer shovel load of dirt dropped on the Undertaker. Had to be a ton of dirt.
The Undertaker has been buried alive.